Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. In today's video, I'll be using Honeybee Stamps Lovely Layers Doves, their Scattered Stars A2 cover plate. For a sentiment, I have Heart Be Light stamps and coordinating honey cut dies. Pattern paper, I'm using their Holiday Wishes collection, and I'll also be using one of the dies from the Decorative Star Layering Frame set. Using the Scattered Stars A2 cover plate, I've already gone ahead and cut out this panel from some gold Pearlescent Cardstock. I'll put Barely Art glue on the back side, making sure to get all of the edges and several areas in the center of the panel. Then I'll layer this on some gold holographic paper. I found it was easier to lay the die cut panel upside down than place the gold holographic paper on top. And I did cut the gold holographic paper just a tiny bit smaller than the die cut piece. Now I'll put ATG tape on the back and add my card front onto a card base. With the gold holographic paper as the background, you can see all that beautiful sparkle through the cutout stars. I've already gone ahead and cut out all of the pieces to assemble one of the doves. I used some white cardstock, and I want to add just a little bit of gray color to the edge of the wings and also the dove's head. I'm using Catherine Pooler's Pebble ink color. This is a very soft gray color. Since the two pieces will be adhered together, I'm only adding ink on the areas that will be visible. The larger piece with the full body of the dove, the only area you'll see is the right wing. Now I'll put glue on the back of the smaller piece, layer it on the background piece. Next I'll add the feather detail on the dove's tail. I cut out these pieces from a light gray cardstock color, and one at a time I'll adhere those in place. The background piece of the dove does have etched detail, so you know which feather piece goes in which area. And since it does have the etched detail, you could leave those pieces off. But I like the look, and it adds just that tiny bit of dimension with the extra layer of cardstock. Honeybee Stamps never disappoints with their lovely layer die sets, and they offer a wide variety. There are so many beautiful flowers, lots of different animals. They have their brand new candy cane, their seashells. They just keep coming out with more and more fun sets. Once I have all of the tail feathers adhered, I'll attach the eye, and this is a super tiny piece. I'll first add a drop of Barely Art glue, and I'll pick it up using an embellishment wand. I'll do the same thing for the beak, and I cut both of those out of a dark gray cardstock. The dove will be holding a branch with some red berries. I'll first add glue on the branch in the area where the berries will go. Then I'll pick them up one at a time using the embellishment wand. Now I'll put glue on the bottom of the branch and adhere it on the dove. Then the final step will be to attach the dove's feet so it looks like it's holding the branch. The die set also includes a tiny tag image and a little piece of string with a bow, so you can have your dove holding the tag and add a small sentiment on it. So there's my dove all assembled. Now I'll bring out the background of my card. I'll add one of the Decorative Star Layering Frame pieces, and I cut this out from the Holiday Wishes pattern paper. I'm popping it up using some of Honeybee Stamps black foam strips. This is nice thin foam, about 1 millimeter thickness, so it doesn't add a lot of dimension. I'll add one strip along the very outside edge and fill in the center. That way there isn't one area that sags. Then I'll remove the release paper and add my frame on the center of my card. The pattern paper is dark green and it has a golden yellow pattern all over it. So it works really well with the gold pearlescent background. And the dove really stands out against that dark background. I'll put more foam dimension on the back of the dove, this time using Honeybee Stamps white foam strips. I love that they have both options. And even though the foam is cut into narrow strips, it's easy to trim down so you can get in all those little areas behind your image or sentiment pieces. I'll remove the release paper, and before adhering the dove, I'll first pull out the 2 sentiment pieces, lay them on my card. That way I can figure out the placement for the dove and still leave enough space for the sentiments. I'll adhere the dove. Now I'll add Merry Christmas above the dove, and I've already stamped and cut out both of the sentiment pieces. Put glue on the back of the sentiment, adhere Merry Christmas in place. Trying to make sure to get it nice and straight. For the rest of the sentiment, the very right side will go off of the frame, so I am adding a small piece of foam dimension. Then I'll put glue on the back of the rest of the sentiment piece and adhere it underneath the dove more on the right side. So my full sentiment will be Merry Christmas, here's to peace, health, and prosperity. When I cut out the background scattered star piece, I kept several of the little star cutouts. I thought they would work perfectly as embellishments, especially with the pretty gold pearlescent color. I'll put 3 around the sentiment Merry Christmas and 2 in the lower left-hand corner. I am using an embellishment wand to pick them up, adding just a small drop of Barely Art glue, then pressing them in place. So there is my finished card. I love how this one turned out. The new Lovely Layers dove set is just beautiful. And there are 2 different dove designs. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links provided in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.